Good morning, traders. This is a live trade recap. If you like these kind of day trading videos, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I upload these videos every single day, whether my trade wins or fails. So I took 2 trades this morning right around 4 a.m. I'm already done trading. It's only 4:17, so this is pretty much ideal for me. Yesterday I was in a 3-hour long trade, and once in a while that happens. But like always, I have Webull open right before 4 a.m. and as soon as I see this list refresh, I close it down and reopen it, and that helps it truly refresh because it kind of it doesn't refresh very well on its own right at 4 a.m. You saw it change there. I close it down, restart it. I always have it on top gainers pre-market because this is the pre-market. I click on the all button and then I organize the list by volume. Whatever stock is in the number 1 volume automatically goes on my list regardless of float size, as long as it's within my price range, which is under $20 right now. And anything in the top 3 beside that number 1 stock that's a lower float, meaning less than 100 million shares, also goes on my watch list as long as it's in my price range. So this morning, SOS, of course, was number 1 volume traded stock, so that went on the list. I forgot to clean up my Tuesday watch list from the previous week, so that slowed me down a little bit. But I didn't miss any entries. Sometimes the chart forms a little bit weird, like this is supposed to be the entire day, so it's a good idea to flip through the different time frames, like 5 minute and then back to 1 minute. You can see that SOS established a high in the aftermarket, and it's already broken through that high here in the pre-market, so that's my signal to look for an entry. And my entry is after a pullback when a 1 minute candle makes a new high. So that's what I'm looking for at this moment. So let's fast forward a little bit. So here comes the pullback. Now I have the that top gainers list open on my laptop always. So a Cnet popped up, and it was, just put in a really good move right there. And I think it was number 2 volume trade stock at this moment. Now here comes, so now I'm watching this, waiting for a pullback, and this one is about to give me an entry. Right now, the high of this candle here is 1473. So as soon as I see 1474 or better, I try to enter on SOS. So 1473, I'm waiting for 1474. We keep an eye on this number here. But my eyes are kind of going back and forth between these 2 stocks. So you have to be laser focused at this point because you don't want to miss the entry, because if you do, the stock could really jump up a lot in price and you can get a lot of slippage and end up in a 3-hour trade like I did yesterday. There, 1474, and then I hit my buy hotkeys, and you saw it said submit successfully. And then for some reason, so now I was thinking, okay, I'm probably in this trade, but I'm watching over here because I don't want to miss the entry on this one. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm in this trade, and Webull is glitching again because it doesn't show me the little graphic that shows my position. But it's funny, it never showed me the little message down here, but I had my phone sitting right here next to me, and I got a message from Webull that my order execution failed on that trade. That happens once in a blue moon. I can't remember the last time that happened. Rarely happens, but for whatever reason it happened on this trade. And this trade actually did go to 2R. I have the so that would have been a successful trade, but it wouldn't have been at this price. I could only buy like 3 shares, so it would have only been 2R would have been 50 cents, so that's $1.50 P&L that trade would have made me. So not a big deal there, but it would have been a successful trade. So now my attention is shifted onto Cnet. Well, at this point, actually, I still think I'm in this trade. And I mark out the my stop loss just in case this thing breaks down. And I think at this moment, this is when I picked up my phone and looked at it and saw that message and realized, okay, I'm not actually in this trade. So that allowed me to, I was looking down to see if I had position. I hit refresh and all that. There was nothing. And I saw that my execution failed. But you can see actually right here, 1524 was 2R, and there it surpassed it. So that would have been a successful trade or a winning trade. So now I'm looking for the entry on Cnet, which is always the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So I believe this one, 1490. So I need to see, 490. I need to see 491 to get into this trade. So I'm looking at this number now, laser focused, waiting for 491. I have my fingers on my hotkeys, which are Control Z to buy, and that buys with 10% of my buying power, which right now is just about $550. So that's about $55. So we're looking for 491. Again, you got to be laser focused. You have to have your fingers on the hotkeys, ready to execute at the instant that you see the price that you're looking for there, $14.91. Well, you get the idea. I was looking for $14.91. It never showed that. It went from $14.90 right to $14.93, I believe. Let's just watch out for $14.92.95, and as soon as I saw it surpass $4.90, I hit my hotkeys to buy, and I caught a little bit of slippage there, but there's nothing I can do about it. I got in as quickly as possible. You saw that you saw by the graphics that popped up that I hit my hotkeys right at the instant. The price broke past that $4.90 level. So I'm in 497, and then the stop is the low of the previous candle that I entered on, 1 cent lower than that actually, which I believe, so that candle, the low of that candle is 481, so my stop is 480. I'll show you on my 2-hour calculator. 480, here's my entry, so that makes my target 531, I'm risking 17 cents. And the profit target will give me 34 cents per share. So at this point I was still looking, because I'm in this trade right now. I haven't won it yet or lost it. And I'm still keeping an eye over here to see if this thing gives me another entry. Keep an eye on this price action on Cnet. Look at it jump up. It's moving really, really strong. I'm sure that this volume bar is going to be very large once it refreshes. So it looks like the 412 candle. There we go. I'm already filled. So that trade was very fast. It's only 411. What time did I enter that trade at? At 409, almost 410. So that was like a 1 minute trade, 1 minute plus trade, and got filled at 2R. Yesterday it took me 3 hours to get out of a trade at 2R. So this is ideal. This is what I want, is to be in and out. Not always going to happen, but this is what I'm looking for. And my plan says as soon as I get a 2R trade that I'm done trading for the day. So and if I don't, I can take up to 3 trades. So that's pretty much it. That's it. I didn't put it in my spreadsheet yet, but oh, and then I should have, because Webull was not updating the P&L. Let's see if it did. Yeah, okay, there we go. So 372 off of that trade. So that's nice. You can see my orders right here on Cnet. And let's see how long that took. So 11. So let's see. 1 minute and 49. 1 minute and 50 seconds is how long that took. So I'll take that any day. And I just want to see if it shows that other order, because this is filled. Maybe canceled. No, it doesn't show. Yeah, so it doesn't show the failed execution orders. All right, so that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And the P&L on that trade is a little bit low-ish, but that's because the risk wasn't that high, which is fine. The risk was only 3.42% on that. So anytime it's less than 5%, I consider that low risk. But it doesn't always mean it's more likely to work out. So last thing I want to do here, let me just calculate how much that trade costs, since I didn't put it into my spreadsheet yet. 54.67. We made 372. So that return is 6.8%. So that's pretty decent. Take that any day. All right, let me know if you have any questions about this trade or any others that I take. And I'll just leave you with, always honor your profit target. Always take your stop losses no matter what. And in the long run, you should be green. Take care.